Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Jones on third down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A first down carry for Barkley.
You gotta love it, baby.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 22. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
They'll run for it with Barkley. Open space inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Now Jones on first down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time. And you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
Xavier McKinney on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Play action. Now it's Locke. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
First down, Seahawks.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 42.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll go option to the short side. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper and 2nd down. Now to the air, Locke. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as he's out of bounds at the 2. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. A quick throw outside by Locke. Touchdown! Will Dissly, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Myers connects on the PAT. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Tanner Muse with it. And the return will stop right around the 25.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Second and goal from the 1. Shotgun snap to Locke. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make play.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 28. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it second and goal. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Hands it off out of the gun. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Myers' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Second and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
24 is the mic. Too little, okay? 24 is the mic. Push him back. Push him back. 24 is the mic. Night, sweetheart.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
News on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry. Hey, check back 21, check back 21.
From the gun, it's Locke. Flush to his right. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded right around the 8. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Block now to throw. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Locke to throw. Completes it to Fant on the right side. They find some open field here. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. This is out quickly to the right. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run with Barkley. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Mike 40, Mike 40.
Looking to throw. Jones. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Reeves. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Jones. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Locke off of play action. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. They run the counter now on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 84 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Locke. Going to throw right side here, complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll say he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Jones now off the play fake. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Jones on 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones steps away to his left. That's complete to Slayton. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Off play action. Jones escaping the pressure right.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws as hard enough.
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Jones throwing for it.
Steps away. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
97 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 23. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now Jones to throw from his end zone. He finds his man complete. It's Reeves. And some space here. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there on the catch and run. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw. Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 2. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On 2nd and 10, Locke. His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
To throw it is Locke. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some room to work.
127 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Locke going to throw. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Locke going to go on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a peep or protest out of them. That's just who they are.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Jones. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play there for the Giants.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, Jones eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darrell Daniels, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. They'll try and throw for it. Flushed out right. That's caught. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Locke going to throw it here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Throwing now is Locke. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Locke. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were booed.